I've traveled to almost every 3D printed house in the world and recently launched a course, How to 3D Print a House, available in the description below to help my subscribers print homes of their own. Recently, I even got the opportunity to interview the man behind the first 3D printed house in the world himself, Enrico Dini. The full interview will be available, but for now, here's an interesting clip about the very first 3D printed house in the world.
Yes, to be honest, I've never been proud of the first home I printed, despite it's the very first ever. And I tell you why. My idea of 3D printing was as a new instrument to implement the ideas of a new generation of architects. So a new instrument that is a robotic instrument for a new generation of architects moving toward an organic architecture. But when, and the very first structure I did, that I supposed to be a big building structure, but instead I was obliged to scale down the dimension because I didn't have the binder. The very first house has been purchased has been commissioned by a museum in Milan, La Triennale Museum. It's a quite iconic entity in Italy. It's like the MoMA in New York, just to figure out something. And when this was commissioned, the architect said, "Mr. Dini, you claim to be the man who print houses. So if a house is like the kid's house, like a small house like this." And they said, okay, fine, let's do the very kid house design sketched like this, and was printed in one go, including the roof, of course.
Was that using a powder bed or was that just typical extrusion?
No, unfortunately, it was a powder bed. That is a bloody, sweaty operation, because when we printed this home, this tiny home, only, I'm sorry, I speak in meters rather than feet, but was only, should be a house transportable on a truck. So the width was exactly the width of a truck, 2.40 meters. And the width, the length was about 4.5 meters or so, so a very tiny home. And we printed in Pisa in 2010 on a powder bed deposition process, and was really labor intensive, very tiring. And the problem, the real disaster, was that when we pulled the house to upload on the truck, a piece broke. Oh, no. An angle, a corner, and was a disaster because the client never paid. The first 3D printed home was never paid because they claim the supply. Is an incredible story.
That's unfortunate that one little chip or crack like that. I mean, half of the sculptures in the museum probably have a chip or a crack somewhere.
But what worse is that the Triennale Museum didn't make any publicity of this event, just very local. Just 3 or 4 journalists came and took some pictures. And after that, this tiny home was transported in the complete height of communication on a hill on the Apennine Mountains, and is still there on the Apennines close to Piacenza, and is still there in very bad conditions. Was completely abandoned by them. And so this story of the first 3D printed home passed almost under silent.
Well, you've moved on from homes. Now your concentration is more on the environment and kind of restoring some of the natural beauty in the world. You've done some work above land and you're doing some work underseas now. Can you talk a little bit about your current passions?
Yeah, this is a completely different story. It's a story of joy and happiness and proudness.
Make sure to like and subscribe so that you don't miss my full interview with Enrico Dini. It's too bad the world's first true 3D printed home has been so underappreciated. Even though it's not the design Enrico Dini would have chosen if he had full design freedom, it still signifies an advancement in construction and served as inspiration for some of the large companies we all know today. I plan on going to Italy at some point, so if you'd like to contribute to the restoration of this house, maybe we can find a local that's willing to set up a nonprofit or something. In other news, now that the course has over 10 graduates, we'll be introducing the chat function soon, which means that course members will be able to communicate with each other to talk about their 3D printed construction projects. There have even been a couple very accomplished 3D printed construction companies that have signed up for the course, so this chat will be a very valuable place for people to work together on ideas and innovations. While adding features and sections, the course is still in its beta stage, so you can sign up at the discounted beta pricing via the link below.